Hey YouTube, Stephen here. Coming to you today on a cold and wet, and dreary Sunday here in Iowa. Uh, you know, it's winter. It is what it is. But coming to you today because I got called out, tapped on the shoulder, nudged to participate in the 5 and 3 challenge, I guess, by Ben, Unicorn Piper, up in Canada. Saw his video, shouted me out, called me out, and I thought, yeah, I haven't made a video for a while, so I thought I better get on it. Sunday's a good day to do it. Sitting down in my little subterranean smoking spot in the basement with all my stuff and things all around me here. So, anyway, smoking my little K Woody, very rusticated. Love this pipe. And in it, I've got some Russ's Tasty Cake, which is one of my favorite tobaccos. Got a nice cup of coffee. Been kind of nursing that. Got a roaring electronic fire sitting over there. So let's get this thing going. We're asked what our favorite OTC blend is. I don't smoke a lot of OTC. I have some stored away in jars upstairs, but I think Captain Black Original, the white pouch, I'd kind of go through a time where I'll smoke a couple pouches of that, and it's pretty enjoyable, especially in some of my smaller, kind of the old codger pipes that I've got. It just kind of feels right. So I enjoy the Captain Black. Not often, but I'll go through a space where I'll get into it for a while. My everyday smoke, by far and away, is Boswell Northwoods. I buy it usually about 8 ounces at a time because it fits in the larger mason jar, and yeah, it's my favorite. And down a couple more here, I'll probably kind of tell you why. But anyway, Friday night blend, probably Pirate Cake. I've been a big fan. For years, I thought Pirate Cake was probably my #1 tobacco. It's right up there with Northwoods. Obviously, Latakia. I love Latakia. And that's, as everybody says, a lat bomb. So my Impress Your Friends blend kind of relates to the Boswell's Northwoods. My very first tobacco I ever smoked, first tin I ever cracked, was Frog Morton Original, Frog in a Log. And I've still got some. I've got a couple of tins sealed, and I've got some in a jar that I break out just very, very occasionally, being that it's gone. But from what I've read, every time somebody asks what's a good replacement for Frog Morton, they say Boswell's Northwoods. So I think that's why I like the Northwoods so much. It's very, very much like the Frog Morton. And being that it's not available anymore, that would be my Impress My Friends smoke. Although most of my friends are you folks, and most of you probably have some. So, but yeah, it's a favorite. Special occasion blend, yeah, Penzance. I have very little left, but it's such a difficult thing to find that when you do find it, it's a special event all by itself. So I'll break that out on Christmas or birthday or anything like that. So not often. So that's my five tobaccos. We're supposed to call out 3 friends, and I thought about this because I've got so many folks that I watch, so many folks I've seen for years, and some aren't here anymore. They don't post anymore, and I miss them terribly. So one of them is Old Khakis. I'm sitting looking at his pipe tamper set that he sent out to many of us, and I miss seeing his videos. Wes, he's just got a great personality. He tells a lot of stories of his boat and things like that, and he's just a fun one to watch. So Wes, if you're watching this at all, or if you get some wind that I'm calling you out, get back on and make a video. We miss you. Copernicus Racks. I don't know how many of you know Copernicus Racks. Kevin over in Cornwall, England. Same thing. He sits on his couch, just rambling. He's got beautiful artwork behind him, and a few times he's taken us outside. The scenery in his area is just breathtaking, and He's just got one of those personalities you'd like to sit, in the chair next to him and have a pipe and just listen to him talk. So yeah, Kevin, I'd like to see you back again. Then this one's a twofer. I joined the YouTube pipe community at the same time of these two ladies, and I just loved watching them. They were on for quite a while, and then they popped on about a year ago for a very short video, and I'm sure they're busy. They live in an area that the pandemic is just not great right now, so perfect time for them to get on and make a video, because they're probably not leaving their house or their apartment much. But anyway, that's Stutter, Cynthia and Susan. We started the YouTube pipe community at the same time, and I've always had an affinity for them just because of, we're like the class of whatever year it was we started. So anyway, Cynthia, Susan, it'd be great to see you two back on here again. Louisa misses you. It'd be nice to see a little something from you. Being that there are no rules for this thing, I've got a couple honorable mentions. A couple of folks that haven't seen for a long, long time. One of them, I'm guessing, he probably graduated and moved on, started his life. But it was a young fella. He was in school. He was I believe, a self-published author. He had a couple of books. I think you could get them on Amazon. But his name was Mark the Pipe Poet. Just a young kid that I think his videos were made probably in a dorm, possibly dorm room, and he had it all set up very, very English. And he was every bit of a poet and an author. He just exuded that, and he was fun to watch. He was just a young kid, but super well spoken, and he was a good one. I miss him. I know he's probably moved on to a career and family and whatnot, but it'd be nice to see him. And then number one, probably my favorite YouTuber from years past that I haven't seen for a long, long time, and that is Pipes and Strings and Things, John. John is down in Louisiana, as I recall, and he was a musician, as I recall, a self-taught musician, and man, he would play his guitar, and it was fantastic. And he really got into pipes. He'd always start his videos off with a long, tall Budweiser. And years ago, I sent him a couple of things. I sent him two big, tall boys of Budweiser, and he was pretty touched. And watching the video when he opened it just melted my heart. So, John, if you're out there, man, we really miss you. It'd be great to see something from you. But anyway, that's my 5 and 5, I guess it is. So, yeah, have fun with this stuff. It's going around the YTPC, and I'm seeing lots of videos, trying to keep up with them. I guess I figured out that I was called out when one night I got 2 or 3 new subs, and there were people I'd never heard from or never heard of, and they had no content. I'm like, what's going on? And so I go back and I'm watching Ben's video up there in Unicorn Piper, and there it was. So anyway, it's a lot of fun to do this kind of thing, and it's a good way to bump you into making a video, and we all should make more, but life gets in the way sometimes. So anyway, going back to my coffee, pipes out, as it always is when we get to chatting like this. But anyway, take good care of you folks, and I'll see you again.